Right. Yeah.
Have you watched
Where
the
should we
recap?
start? Sorry.
Have you watched the recap? To be honest, I was sort of like in and out of Raw on Monday, so I sort of know what happens, don't know what happens.
I have the recap in the background, so if I do get stuck, I can go to the recap.
So I want to start off by saying what's going to happen with SmackDown and King of the
Hey PJ,
Ring.
how you doing? Oh yeah. Any news on that?
I don't know. I was going to
Well,
ask you if you had any news because I know Iran was threatening to attack the Saudi show if any Americans went over.
really.
Yeah.
Well, when everyone was talking about it, was it Friday or during Raw on Monday? When we was having the discussion, um, Triple H or something like Wrestling Ops or like a reliable source says that Triple H has come out and said that he's still going on with the show. Yeah, PJ says SmackDown and King of the Ring that's still going ahead. So as far as we know, it's all going ahead. I don't know whether they would change it during the week if they're getting those kind of threats.
I
Maybe.
think it's stupid that they're putting money over people's safety.
Of course they will. Like we've discussed, they're over what £3 billion in debt. Of course they are.
Like, I know there was a threat, I think it was back in 2017, 2018, there was an attack threat over in Saudi, but Vince still went ahead with it, and as far as I know, nothing happened.
Yeah.
So, I know last time I heard, there was some WWE crew stuck in Qatar.
Yeah, I saw the video you put in the group chat, and it's just like, that did very look robotic and AI. So it's very with nowadays, especially with AI. It's like, do you believe everything you hear?
It's a hard one because sometimes they can get it perfect, and sometimes you know it's AI.
Exactly. That's why it's like if it comes from people like Wrestling Ops or WWE or those kind of people surrounding WWE, that's the only people I kind of believe. So unless it's from them, I won't believe it.
Yeah.
Like Wrestling Ops, PW Insider, like those kind of people.
Okie dokie. Shall we? I have no idea what happened. I was out in the kitchen having a cigarette when it started. I know Seth came out and done a promo.
Yeah, so PJ, yeah, I see the AI version of Zoe Stark where it's like, I'm retiring and
Yeah, that's definitely AI.
yeah. It was Zoe, did you see that Zoe Stark reacted to it?
Did she?
Yeah. Yeah, basically starting the show, Seth Rollins come out. I can't really remember the promo. Um, Again, he's just talking gibberish about saving wrestling and again mentions of Punk, um, all of his accomplishments and yeah, and he's gonna use the money in the bank to kind of save wrestling again.
So we know which direction he's going to go, and it looks like he's going to go after John Cena by the sounds of it.
Yeah, uh, I don't know. Maybe again when he says save wrestling, what does nobody want? Goldberg winning the championship. What's happening this weekend? Goldberg's fighting for the championship. Is he gonna save wrestling by cashing in on Goldberg?
I don't think he beats Gunther though.
I really hope he doesn't.
I just don't see it.
I don't. But
He's gonna
again,
he's gonna spear Gunther and break his back. Let's be honest.
yeah. I mean, again, it's one of those things. It's Goldberg's last match. Do they really want him leaving the WWE by being squashed and embarrassed and humiliated.
But if it's his last match, why would they hand him over the title?
For a goodbye. Well, that's what he had a interview with Michael Cole, and Michael Cole asked him like, "Is this your last match?" And he said pretty much yes. And then Michael Cole was like, "Well, what happens if you win?" And he says, "We'll see." So it's a weird situation.
See, the thing is, I keep saying this. Main event, it just doesn't change hands.
It don't.
So I think what's going to happen? Seth is going to go after Cena and Punk.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Seth even mentioned like WWE are using his real life hatred to for CM Punk for like views and things like that.
But Seth actually hates CM Punk.
Yeah, it's real life beef, man. It's real life beef.
How's that not surprising, to be honest? I don't know why I'm so surprised.
It's really not. And again, could like you said, could Punk get one? Could Seth get one over on Punk by cashing in as maybe CM Punk is about to beat John Cena? We hear "Burn it down," and then Seth comes out and cashes in like he did at Mania.
I don't think he'll cash in. I think he'll sort of, for the distraction, for the tease. I don't think he's going to cash in just yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope he doesn't. Again, it's the same as the women's one over on SmackDown. These fake teases of cash-ins. Like we mentioned it on the last podcast, how like it's ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay. So when you hear the music of the Money in the Bank owner, you're just kind of like, oh, okay. I just hope they don't do that with Seth. When Seth does it,
Does it straight away.
yeah.
Yeah, because it does get very, very boring very, very quickly.
It does. And again, it takes the magic and the excitement out of the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, it does.
Because again, when Naomi teased the cash in last on Friday, I just kind of sat there like, oh, okay.
Jamie.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. I'll give you 3 guesses what he's put in.
He done it on one of the videos as well, but I think they stopped the what you call it? The spamming.
Yeah.
So it's just like half of it. It is funny. Yeah, so you think Seth could potentially cash in at Night of Champions?
I think he's going to tease it.
Do you think?
I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
I half think he's going to tease it. Because if you think about it, WWE, they want the belt on John Cena for as long as possible.
Yeah.
His last year. So I don't see them taking it off him 6 months into his retirement tour.
Yeah.
I can see him maybe at the end of the year, maybe in November at War Games. No, not at War Games. Whatever the PLE is going to be in December, if there is one in December, it's going to be a triple threat match between CM Punk, John Cena, and Randy Orton. And I think he's going to cash in then.
I'm here for it, to be honest. CM Punk, Cena, Orton for the last time up against each other. I'll be here for it.
CM Punk will win the title. Seth Rollins cashes in.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's going to play out at some point.
Yeah, maybe Cena's last match. You have to have Cena's two biggest rivalries as his last match.
Absolutely. And I want John Cena not to do what CM Punk did, leave the title.
Yeah, see, I kind of do because then it forces the WWE's hands to bring in the a new title, and it just gives WWE change. Do you know what I mean?
See, I understand it. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, they've only brought that title in a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
I don't see a reason at the moment for them to change it unless they're going to create an eagle belt to go back to.
yeah. I mean, again, it's all hearsay at the minute, and we don't really know what's going on until it gets a little, at least seeds are planted. Then we can go, oh yeah, this and this is happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I feel like I want Cena to retire with the belt, but at the same time, I feel like Bobby and Punk.
Do you really want Cena to retire to the with the belts?
I
Come back
do.
every so often with the belt and go, "I'm your last world champion."
We've got our first match for Evolution. Who is it? Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out with that one. Again, I feel like we've discussed this last time that we're just kind of over the whole heel Cena thing.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like at the point where I'm like, I'm not even going to try and plant seeds. I'm just going to let it play out, and what happens, happens.
Yeah. No, I agree with you there.
JC Jane versus Jordan Grace for the NXT Women's Championship. Nice. Jordan Grace should win that. Speaking of matches, we had our first match of the night after the Seth Rollins promo is Braun Breaker versus Penta. And what a match.
That spear.
Yeah, that spear was one of the best spears. Penta with like a springboard crossbody, Braun Breaker turns it into a spear.
Yeah.
You think that Blake Monroe would get involved? See, the thing is, I don't really watch NXT, so I don't
Do you know
really.
what? Yeah, I think we better start watching NXT. Maybe not live, but I
Yeah.
think we better start watching it.
Sometimes I do sit there on a Tuesday, like NXT is on. Should I watch it? Nah.
Not
Yeah,
normally.
I know who Blake Monroe is. I kind of scroll through Instagram, like NXT's Instagram, so I can kind of keep up with the stories, but I I don't watch it. I
I don't
should.
know. I don't know who's in NXT. I don't follow the stories. I don't care for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
so
just wait till they. I wait till they come to Raw and SmackDown. I'm like, who are they? Like I
right.
did with Roxanne and Lyra and Stephanie. I'm like, who are they?
Yeah. Yeah, so what's interesting as well, and I think they're kind of are they setting off for War Games already? Because after the match, Seth Rollins goes up to Penta and kind of says like, "Stay out of my business," blah blah blah, and Penta's just like, "Nah, I'm not
I
gonna do
think
that."
who, if they're planning War Games already, who's going to be the opposite team?
Penta,
Punk.
Punk, probably Cody Rhodes, probably Jey Uso, Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
and LA
Then
Knight.
yeah, I'm up for
Nope.
LA Knight.
No.
Yeah.
I see the video you put on TikTok, and it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying that no. Yeah, so that would be my team anyway. I don't know the heel team, but
Seth, Bron, maybe Cena.
Could be Cena.
But then again, would Cody turn heel and join Seth?
I've
For
seen
that
it. I mean, I didn't watch it. I think it was I think Twitter or Facebook, and it was just like, oh, Cena, Cody. The caption was, Cody Rhodes says like he's done being a face or something like that. But
yeah.
because it was on like Facebook or Twitter, I didn't really, pay much attention to it. So, but again, with his body languages and things like that, I feel like it's coming.
Yeah, because I could see Randy replacing Cody in that other team.
Yeah.
But then again, Randy's more likely to turn heel at some point as well.
I think at the minute, if we're looking now and the seeds planted, I feel like it will be more Cody as a heel rather than Randy. I feel like Randy's at a good place now, but then they could throw a curveball.
See, do you know what? I'm going to talk about what I think after we've spoken about the main event.
Okay. Do you know what? I forgot about it. Listen, I have had a busy 48 hours, okay? Let me live my life. Yeah, so to be fair, I'm using the recap now to refresh my memory. When we talk, I'm just like skipping the 5 seconds to go on to the next bit. Yeah, so after that match, we had the other semi final. Roxanne Perez versus Jade for the Queen of the Ring.
Hello, WWE Freeman.
Um, Even though I thought it was a good match, again, it was very predictable. Jade winning. Now she goes on to face Oscar.
She'll beat Oscar and go on to beat, not beat, but face.
Do you
I really,
know, do you know what? I think Oscar's winning it.
I don't think she will.
I, I don't know. After the match, we had that face off between Oscar and because I don't know, but see, it's hard because
The seeds already been planted.
yeah, like I've always said, as soon as Jade came in, she'll face Bianca or Naomi at SummerSlam. Um, and then now SummerSlam's upon us in like a couple of months. I'm like, Naomi has the Money in the Bank briefcase. There's a Last Woman Standing match on Friday.
She's cashing in.
And Jade's in the final of the Queen of the Ring. The Queen of the Ring winner will get a shot at SummerSlam. Will we get Jade versus Naomi at SummerSlam?
I think we will.
Yeah, Corey, that's what we've been saying since the Queen of the Ring has happened.
And
Uh,
if
Jade will
Naomi
win. Naomi will cash in at SummerSlam. That's my prediction anyway.
and if she doesn't cash in on Friday, I can see Jade winning against Tiffany and Naomi cashing in straight away.
Yeah, that's what I think. To take our moment away.
It's definitely going to be one of them two.
Yeah. Do you think Roman's coming back soon?
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
see where he fits. Looking at each storyline, where does Roman Reigns fit?
Away from WWE at the moment.
No, but if you look at the Seth storyline, what PJ says he fits at home.
No, he does fit at home.
AJ, how you doing? Oh, you're in Mexico. Mexico.
Mexico.
How is Mexico? I think he will come back with support to take on Seth's group. Yeah, again, setting up war games. Maybe Roman's one instead of Randy, we get Roman. I don't know. I personally, looking at it, I don't see Roman Reigns fitting in any storyline.
He won his hula filer back, and he's got no tribe to chief.
Is he
So
trying to get The Rock to finally show up to work? The final boss does what he wants. Yeah, no. I just don't see where Roman Reigns would fit in any storylines. Night of Champions looks good too. Does it? I mean, it should do. Oscar versus Jade should cook. CM Punk versus Cena. Have they ever had a bad match? What else
not
is
that I remember. Randy versus Cody.
Yeah, we get Randy versus Cody. Unless, oh yeah, King of the Ring, innit? Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. You think you figured out the whole Bliss and Flair story report? Go ahead. Let me hear it.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Jade beat Roxanne. We had a little face off by the crown with Oscar. Oscar's changed her hair again.
Like she does every week.
Yeah. This match should cook. I want Jacob to be solo though. Surprised they're still going to Saudi. Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk
Yeah,
about that
yeah.
earlier.
Both have been losing a lot and feel like they team up and help each other to win. Then when they have a tag match for the tag titles, Alexa turns on Charlotte.
What's happening with the tag team titles? 'Cause I heard Roxanne coming out.
Apparently, if you believe the rumors, Roxanne's going to take Liv's place. And we kind of saw that on Monday, moving forward in the show of what happened with Raquel. We could talk about that a bit later, but yeah, apparently Roxanne is filling in for Liv. And again, this is where, I mean, we can talk about it a bit later once that segment comes up. But yeah, after that match, we had Gunther having sending a warning shot to Goldberg. I didn't really pay attention because I'm not interested in that match, to be fair.
I didn't pay
Raquel
attention either.
versus Rhea is happening. Yeah, I thought it was next week, but it's happening in a Night of Champions. I think in the future, Rhea and Liv might work together. Yes, we will get into that a bit once we see the Raquel and Rhea segment. We can go into depth about that. It's Half 11 at night there. Ah. I like this part of the next show. Do you think something's gonna happen? Probably not. Maybe Raquel helps. Maybe Roxanne helps Raquel win. So we had a fun little segment between Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn. Karrion Kross pushed all of Sammy's buttons. Sammy ends up decking Karrion Kross. Now we finally get to see a Karrion Kross match as he faces Sami Zayn at Night of Champions.
I did say they'd find a way of getting Sammy down in Saudi, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. But as Sammy walked away, Scarlett and Karrion Kross were laughing, saying we've got him. So yeah, I'm just excited to see Karrion Kross back in the ring.
Yeah, I think he should have won a world title by now.
Julia will probably beat Selena. Yeah, probably. Seth and Rhea versus Raquel and Roxanne. No, we will get back in. We will get into that topic once the segment comes up. My eye, Scarlett is a fabulous actor. Yeah, we love Scarlett. Same, definitely. He'll after the cross stuff. He'll definitely go heel after the cross stuff. He always have. Sammy's trying to turn heel. Cannot believe they're still traveling there. Yeah, they might cancel it during the week if it gets worse, but I don't know. I want to see a Sami Zayn heel turn.
To be honest, I don't want to see a Sami Zayn heel turn just
Why
yet.
not?
We've
Why not?
we've seen it recently with the Bloodline. His turns back to face, leave him as a face for a while, for at least another year, then turn him back to a heel.
When was he last heel? Couple of years ago with the
During,
Bloodline.
during with the Bloodline.
Cody will probably turn heel.
So let's get okay, right. Let's get down to this now because that's been in my mind for quite a while now. Now I know we haven't gone to the Cody and Jay match yet, but I feel Randy will beat Cody and Cody.
That's what I was going to say. We have that John Cena moment, kind of like Cody's raising Jay's hand, and as Jay turns around, boom, low blow, just like Cena did to him at an Elimination Chamber, and maybe the final boss comes out. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know.
No.
No.
We don't want to see The Rock. Not now. Not last week. Not next week.
But it said it was the last time Randy and Cena, yeah. Cody and Cena will be a good duo. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I was thinking exactly what you was thinking, Jazzle. Hopefully we'll get a Cody Rhodes heel turn. Now have champions after Jay beats him.
You mean Randy?
Randy, yeah, sorry. Why do I keep saying Jay? Why do I? Oh, because of the main event.
Last week, Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, well, it was technically Saturday.
Yeah, because of the main event, I keep thinking Jay. Right. After that, we had. Next time we see The Rock will be during his retirement. After that, we had the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. We have Bayley going up against Becky. Yeah.
That ended up in a DQ, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match, to be fair. He even said it was
I
coming
saw the
soon.
last couple of minutes of it.
Yeah, it was a good match, to be fair. Bayley and Becky never disappoint when they are in the ring together. Lyra got involved in that first. She was helping Bayley get into the ring, and then Bayley got the upper hand, and then Becky kicked Lyra. Lyra lost her head and started attacking. Becky kicked Lyra. Lyra lost her head and she come in. She attacked Becky, meaning Bayley wins by disqualification. But Becky is still champion, and then Bayley was fuming.
Triple threat match at Evolution.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Triple threat match will probably happen. Yeah, exactly. No, Lyra will probably turn on Bayley. I wouldn't mind seeing a heel Lyra.
Yeah, I think I could see a triple threat match happening here.
Yeah, triple threat match at Evolution. I'm here for it, to be fair. And then after that, at least we're getting something with the ICTL, yeah, exactly. So after that, we kind of had Finn getting in Raquel's ear saying, go out there and remind Rhea who you are, blah, blah, blah. So Raquel came out, she started talking crap, asked Rhea to come out into the ring. They had a little scrap. And as Rhea was about to put Raquel through the table, Roxanne comes out and saves Raquel, and then Raquel puts Rhea through the table. But how would that work? Because Lyra and Becky said they won't wrestle over the champ. Because Lyra got involved in that match. Yeah. Rhea, that was the whole preview of Shifa here. Rhea ends up going through the table. Roxanne puts Rhea through the table. Raquel puts Rhea through the table thanks to Roxanne's help. And then what's interesting, Raquel hugs Roxanne, like kind of like as a thank you for helping. But again, if you believe the rumors, Roxanne is filling in for Liv whilst Liv is away. So, again, it's going to be the same thing as Rhea. Liv's going to come back. Roxanne's the new tag title, the new tag champion with Raquel. By then, Finn's probably turned on Dom. And Roxanne's probably has Dom as well. So Liv's going to come back with nothing left. And if you believe the rumors, I saw this, and I sent it to you as well, Jazzle, and I saw this.
Yeah.
And it did kind of make me laugh, but at the same time, I see it. And then it will be Liv and Rhea versus Roxanne and Raquel for the women's tag titles. And I see it happening. Again, Liv's going to come back with nothing left. And again, out of Night of Champions, Rhea and Raquel have a street fight match. Maybe Roxanne helps Raquel beat Rhea. Cody is a good heel. I watched him Ring of Honor with the Bullet. Yeah, I never watched Ring of Honor. I said, what if Liv and Raquel reunite the Flame and take titles and books? Yeah, I mean, maybe. I see it. They're planting the seeds for it. If Roxanne helps Raquel at Night of Champions, it's even more of a seed planted, I guess.
So going back to Roxanne holding the titles with Raquel, how do they keep the titles for 6 months until Liv comes back?
She's probably doing what Liv and Raquel were doing in the first place. It's gonna be easy because at the same time, WWE don't really care about the tag division. Even on Raw, even the men's side, like they just don't care about the tag division on Raw. They're fully focusing on the big stars, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, blah blah blah. So they don't really care about the tag. So it could be easy, just not let them defend. If they do defend it, like maybe like once a month or something like that, have them win by, I don't know, just like scrappiness, roll ups or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be easy. Who do I think is going to beat EO though? That's a question. I don't know. I have a big feeling they will lose the tag titles at Evolution. It depends who they face. White Six are winning the tag titles, I think. I hope so. But yeah, it will be easy. It'll just be easy. Just not let them defend. No one really will notice. Do you know what I mean? It'll be like the YS6 wrestling. Yeah, I can't wait. Alexa was asked about the Y6. Yeah, she said that she sees it in the future or something like that. About joining it, she said she sees it in the future or something.
So what's else to talk about? Is it the main event?
Yeah, Jay versus Cody.
That was a match and a half.
That was. It
Shame
was
I
such
went,
a good match.
shame I went live with you eating.
Never.
No, that was a banger.
Yeah, it really was. And it's one of those matches that you could see both of them winning.
Yeah, I thought Jay was going to win at one point.
Yeah, when Jay hit the crossroads as well.
Yeah.
It was,
Then he hit a spear, and I was like, that's it.
yeah. And then Cody hit like the Cody cutter from the top rope. Like,
Yeah.
it was very cool. Good match.
So, yes, we're going to see Cody versus Randy at Night of Champions, and a possible heel turn for Cody. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Cody's the new Super Cena. uh, yeah, no. He really is. Yeah. So, like you said, we get Randy, sorry, versus Cody and our champions.
Yeah.
Again, maybe Randy wins, like we discussed. Randy wins. Cody attacks Randy after the match, but also that pushes Randy versus Cena at SummerSlam as well.
Yeah.
So it is looking pretty good for me, I think.
Oh, I've just thought of something, and you're not going to want it as much as I don't want it.
Oh, what is it?
I've just realised Seth and CM Punk, as you said earlier, they hate each other, right?
Yeah.
I reckon CM Punk's going to stop Seth from cashing in a couple of times.
Oh, I don't think he would.
I think he would.
Like I see it, but I don't know. The thing is, do they want to repeat what they're doing over on SmackDown with?
I think whatever way they're going to do, they're going to repeat it anyway.
Do you think? I don't know.
It's like it's Cena versus Punk at Night of Champions. Seth's going to cash in, and I think CM Punk will somehow stop him.
Yeah. Now, but the thing is, I see it. It matches with the storyline and things like that. But again, the reason why I'm like, will they do that is because they're doing the same thing with Nia and Naomi.
If it was Vince, they'd do something different. But this is TKO, and they're starting to repeat and repeat and repeat. So I wouldn't be surprised to see CM Punk somehow stopping Seth cashing in at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want to see the same thing.
No, but we're going to get it, unfortunately.
Oh no. The thing is, I think you're right.
It was like the feud with CM Punk and Drew. What happened there? Drew cashed in and CM Punk cost him. And I think it's going to happen again.
My dream match was The Undertaker versus Demon Finn. That would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
That would have been sick. Yeah, but then again, it happened last year, didn't it, as well? Like you said, with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, with Punk costing McIntyre the cash in. And do we want to repeat?
What's going to happen? That seed has already been planted.
Oh, be careful. The rivalry was sick though. Yeah, Punk versus Drew McIntyre will probably go down in history.
Is that right, boy? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But I like again, Cody holding up Jay's arm, and then they hug. I was sitting there thinking, "Are we gonna get it? Are we gonna get it?" But I feel like it will come out Night of Champions.
Yeah.
The Cody. I think Seth's cashing in on Goldberg. I say that too, you know, because his whole gimmick is to save wrestling. Ready? Do you think Sila Fatu might join back with Roman? Maybe. It all depends on what happens at Night of Champions. What's happened to the Tonga brothers, by the way?
I don't know. I think one of them must be injured.
We ain't seen them since Survivor Series.
No, we haven't. I know one of them must be injured.
Might be dead. No, one of them got injured. A lot of people got injured in that War Games match, didn't they?
Yeah.
Bronson Reed broke his ankles. Jimmy broke his toe.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like one of them's injured. And I feel like one of them's just kind of keeping out until.
Being his little nurse.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm not really overly fussed about them, to be honest.
no.
Yeah, a lot of people are injured. But yeah.
I think that's it, isn't it? Is there anything else that we need to cover?
I don't think so. Silla and Jacob Fatudo, yeah, Silla and Jacob. I feel like it will be kind of Roman, Jimmy, Zilla, and Jacob. That would be so good though. What? Ah, duck.
Oh, he wants the ducks, does he?
Oh, bloody hell, I'm surprised. Roman might have a new bloodline, yeah. Jacob, Jimmy, Zilla, Roman, maybe someone else. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when, but I feel like he will appear somewhere. That's what WWE Freeman said. I'm just reading out the comments. I see it too. I feel like The Rock will appear somewhere down the line. The the draft might happen soon. I can't wait for the draft. Rhea needs to go to SmackDown.
No, she really does. I'm sick of. I know Liv's now injured, but I've just been sick of this Liv and Rhea rivalry for the last year or so.
Rhea and Dom go over to SmackDown. That'd be so. LA Night push? No.
An LA Night push as well.
No.
I want it. The whole world
Probably
wants
coming
it.
up. Yeah. I want like Obafemi, Trick Williams. I want Javon Evans to come up as well. Yeah, I'm just getting yeahs in the chat now. Yeah.
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 LA Night push. Yeah.
Obafemi needs to come out. He really does. Obafemi's so good.
Who's Obi Femi?
He's the NXT champion. Is he still the NXT champion?
Can I have a another one, please? Thank you.
Well, I feel like he might have lost it. Is it? He is. Yeah. He's like so good. Jacob Fatu's most underrated wrestler at the moment. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's too clever.
He really is.
No, do you know what? I've been wanting to see LA Knight have a big push for a long time. He needs it. He really needs it. Everybody winds Charlie up in her chat and go, yeah.
His match against Solo is going to be mental. Yeah, Jacob Fatu versus Solo is going to cook on Saturday. I feel like that might even steal the show, you know. Forget CM.
Forgot about that match.
Yeah.
That's how relevant that match is to me.
Saying yes in the chat.
Yeah.
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 Be careful, you don't get done for
Just winding Charlie up. Yeah.
I'm over it. I didn't get the appeal when he arrived. I don't get the appeal now. He's injured though. LA Knight's injured. Oh no, how terrible.
You just laughed at the right point, boy.
Yeah, exactly. He got it. Thank you. Someone's on my side. Yeah.
Well, someone has to be.
Exactly. That's alright. Me and the kids got it. He's written out because of the storylines. Seth is a heel right now. Yeah. He's going to Raw. Yeah, I feel like we're going to get the draft without getting the draft. I just feel like random people just show up somewhere, like LA Knight on Raw.
I was going to say something and it's just gone out of my mind.
Yeah, I feel like the draft needs to happen though. I feel like some wrestlers need to go. What's the next pay-per-view after SummerSlam?
Isn't SummerSlam the end of August?
Yeah.
I think the next PLE after Night of Champions is, isn't it Main Event?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Saturday Night Main Event.
Then it's going to be Evolution. Then it's going to be SummerSlam. I think.
Yeah. Need to get back some old PLEs. If they get rid of, there's too many at the minute. Like, I want like Extreme Rules back. TLC.
Oh, TLC, Hell in a Cell,
Yeah.
Over the Limit, Extreme Rules.
And I want Survivor Series to be about bragging rights again.
Oh, like Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah, like what is it? Was it 2020 or something like that? The last one we had where it was like NXT versus Raw, and like all the champions have like a triple threat match. So we got Bayley versus Becky versus Shayna, and then we had like the triple threat like tag matches and like. Title first
Yeah,
title.
Christopher said bragging rights.
Yeah. Like they can still have war games at Survivor Series, but then make it like that as well.
Oh, Chris. Chris is my mate, Chris.
No.
I would love a Gunther versus yeah. Imagine getting Gunther versus Cena.
I could take him off. You have to leave him nicely here.
I don't want it.
No. When is Dragunov coming back? Apparently he's been cleared, no? Last time I heard.
Who's been cleared?
Dragunov.
I've never heard of him.
I can't pronounce his first name. The Mad Russian. Oh no, was it the Mad Dragon? He done his ACL. The no injuries because he didn't want to go to Saudi, probably. Elijah Dragunov, I think he is. I can't.
Do you know what? That would be brilliant to see.
Penta and Phoenix are not getting used properly, I think, so far. I think so.
Chris said, think they should do a WWE should invade AEW like they did with WCW. Do you know how sick that would be?
That would be so good. Penta's spear was insane, it really was. That was crazy. War is war again?
Better not lose them ducks. I know how many ducks there are. There's 12. See you later, Chris.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited for Night of Champions, kind of not.
I'm not. I'm hoping it's a 3-hour show because Chelsea plays Benfica at 9 o'clock.
Imagine if Goldberg does one spear to win, I'll cry. I'll cry.
I think the whole world will kick off.
Yeah, if Goldberg wins, I think that'll be it. I thought that'd be the worst decision WWE could make, considering the trouble that they're in as well. They need the viewers.
I think the fact of what's going on with Iran at the moment and the US, and they're not pulling away from Saudi, I think it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
just because of what's going on at the moment.
Same.
See, the thing is, I don't want to watch it to prove a point, but one person won't make a difference.
Yeah, but again, if we all hijack it and boycott it, and then just not watch it. I don't know, would they, if they're getting threats and things like that, would they be that stupid?
I don't know. But by the sounds of it, they are.
Yeah, like Triple H says, like he's not backing down, and WWE wants the money. They need the money. They're £3 billion in debt. They need the money.
Yeah, that's why we're getting a lot more main event Saturday nights. So they need the money.
Yeah, they need the viewerships and things like that. Give it back to Vince.
See, I'm all for Vince to buy it back on the condition that he just lets Triple H have creative control.
I don't. Let The Undertaker cook in creative. The Undertaker's apparently getting into creative. Let The Undertaker cook. He knows what we want.
I think between Triple H and Taker, they're really good friends. I think between the pair of them would be brilliant.
That's what I'm saying. Let them cook together. And then if it goes to shit, give it to Vince. And I hate to say that, but I think Vince could be like worst case scenario, like TK, like all in trouble. Like it's shit or bust. No more WWE. Give it to Vince.
See, Triple H is rich, and I mean rich. So I don't see why he doesn't buy TKO out.
Again, it's The Rock though as well.
Did he buy a part, or is he just on the board of directors?
I think he owns it, no? I think he's CEO. CEO,
Is he?
yeah.
Days.
That's what I mean.
I just don't get why The Rock needs to be a part of all this when he's too busy with his ego in acting.
I mean, that's what it is, though, isn't it? It's ego. He doesn't need to be, but he wants to because he's The Rock. He's the final boss.
Well, surely The Rock can help bail TKO out, surely. I'm sure
Yeah,
he's
no,
short of cash.
Corey, no one wants a Slim Jim table. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. The Rock does what he wants when he wants and how he wants to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and let's let all the fans down as per usual.
Exactly. Yeah, but I say let the Undertaker and Triple H cook.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Any more questions or anything, guys, before we shoot off? We've done Raw. Again, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube as well, because if you do miss a podcast, the YouTube, it will go up on YouTube. The YouTube channel is called Matestalkwrestling.
I think there's two accounts as well. I think one for clips and one for the whole.
I still need to make a clips channel because Cohen's not going to do it, is he?
No.
And then follow the TikTok as well, where you get clips. It's called Mates Talk Wrestling. Make sure you go and follow that as well, where you get clips of the podcast. The Rock only cares about profit. Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of companies are all about profit. Like look at Man United. Come on.
They earn it. No one wants their shitty players. Yeah, I think we can call it there then, I guess.
Yeah,
We spoke
okay.
about everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Guys, you got anything else to say? Man United fan here, I agree. Nobody wants your shitty players, man. Ain't Chelsea playing tonight?
No, they played last night, 2:00 in the morning. We won 3-0, and Delap scored.
The Rock returns as Night of Champions. I see it. Cody Rhodes heel turn. The Rock comes out. Cody sells his soul. That's our Night of Champions. And I don't want it. I could just see it happening.
I just hope you ain't got the script.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it. I have storage boxes behind me. It's in there. I found it as I moved. I was like, oh shit, Night of Champions script. That's happening on Saturday. Okay.